Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, we're not in the studio today, we're outdoors again. And what we're working on today is 10 in-camera transitions that could be done with any camera, including a smartphone. Now, I'm using the Osmo Pocket to do these with, and that's why you see me reference it all the way through and talking about the different modes I'm in. But you can do this with any camera and a smartphone. Let's get into it. This is a fun one. Okay, we're going to be doing a bit of a vlog style to this video, and we're going to be doing the transition. So the first transition we're going to be doing is a spinning transition. Now all the transitions need to have two parts to it, so that way you're always going to a different location and you're going to tie the two together, and that's how the effect works. So the first one we're going to be doing is a spinning rotation, where I'm simply holding, and I'm using the Osmo Pocket, I'm simply holding the Osmo Pocket at arm's length, and I'm simply going to spin like this. And as you spin, the background blurs out and you use the blur part to tie into the two scenes. So let's see what this looks like when I add the two different locations in together. Dizzy now. This one here is another version of a spin technique. So instead of me spinning though, it's going to be the camera spinning. Now for the Osmo Pocket, I put it into tilt lock mode to keep the horizon straight. So basically all I'm going to do is rotate the camera 360 degrees, starting at me and then ending at me. And how bright is that sun? Man, that's beating down on the eyes. Our next move is called the whip pan. It's quite a simple move to do. Basically you're just giving the camera, in my case the Osmo Pocket, a twist. Now you have to make sure that when you do the twist in a certain direction, that when you do your next scene, that the blur section of the next scene will tie in with the blur section of this one. So this one ends with a blur, the next one has to start with a blur so that the two will tie in. So without further ado, here is the whip pan. There you go, the whip pan move. The hard part with this one is on the second clip, you're starting from a blur coming in on your target that you don't want blurred. So being able to stop on your target is a little tricky. Have to do it a couple of times, but you get it, a little bit of practice. All right, in this one, you're just simply blocking the lens again. And that's all these transitions basically are, is you're blocking the lens in different ways. So this one here, I'm simply going to use my hand to block the lens like this. There we are on the beach. So you can see this effect works really well. All you need to do is have something block the lens and you get a very cool effect. Let's get on to the next ones. Another way you can do it is simply bring the camera lens into your shirt. Now I'm in the park. I really like some of these transitions. What do you think? Our next move is what I call the head over heels. It's basically taking the camera 360 degrees this way and you get a head over heels effect. Osmo Pocket, I put it in the FPV mode. That way the gimbal head doesn't get too messed up. Again, you have to judge your speed on it. Check it out. There you go. Head over heels. I really like this effect, and I use the sky to tie in the two scenes, and that way it helps make it more seamless. But a very good effect. And I'm in two different locations. What? Well, this move is really cool. It's called the barrel roll. And it's quite simply, you're just going to rotate 360 degrees. Again, I'm using the Osmo Pocket, so I'm going into the FPV mode, and you have to gauge your speed on doing it. Otherwise, the gimbal head will get messed up, so it may take you a couple of tries of doing it. But, very cool effect. Check it out. This one's called the pan move. Now, basically, all these transitions, we're using something to block the scene. In this case, we're going to use the sky, tie two pieces of sky into two different locations, and that's going to create our sense of time-lapsing into a new area. So without further ado, here is the pan. Okay, this move, we're simply walking in and out of the frame, but we end up in different locations. So I'm going to be walking out of the frame in that direction. So when I get into the next scene, I'm going to walk into the frame the same direction I just was. And you can do this multiple times. So exit, stage right. Okay, you can see I came into the scene this way, and now I get to exit the other way again. And that's how you can walk in and out of scenes. Very simple, and get some very cool effects for a transition. See ya. Or I can come back into the scene this way. So you can jump from one clip to the next clip, come back to where you were in the other clip. So exit stage right. There we go. Scene jumping. How cool is that? And I'm in a really nice spot here in the park. See ya. In this transition here, it's more of just kind of a panning motion, and you just pan across your scene, and what you want to do is you want to be able to block out your lens with an object. Here you can see I'm using the tree to block out the lens. Alright, this transition's a little different. It's not done by blocking the lens, it's done by the beat of a sound, like this. Alright, new location. So, by using the beat of a sound, new location. How cool is that? So this one's done on the beat of a sound, like this. Like that, you can move into a new location, and it works out really well. And it's a different type of transition. Well, there you go. 10 very, very neat transitions in camera. Can be done with any camera, including a smartphone. I use the Osmo Pocket. That's why I'm referencing it all through the video and what mode I was putting it in. Now, whatever system you're using, you have to figure out which mode works best for you. But all these transitions can be done with any kind of camera, which is very, very neat. All right, one thing I will caution you about though is the use of transitions. You don't want to go overboard. I've seen a lot of people's videos and it's like whoosh, swish, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And it's like, whoa, sensory overload. So use them cautiously and use them to enhance your video, not to kill it. Alright, that's it for this one. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. Thanks. So, until the next time.